Hey everybody, Neil here. Welcome back to the Weekly Source. Hope you had a great weekend, a safe and fairly productive St. Patrick's Day. Looking forward to diving into this week with you in the Weekly Source. We're going to do a bit different today. We're going to talk about benefits kind of 101, know your benefits. It's going to be a continuing series where we dive into a topic that folks involved in benefits may deem high level, 101 type stuff, but things that our employees, our dependents may need to know a bit more about. Our topic today, first a question for you. What does a chiropractic visit, a co-payment, nasal spray, and lip balm all have in common? If you were sitting at home or you read the title of this video, flexible spending account, those are all eligible to be purchased via an FSA. Quick stat for you, 30%. That's the average savings on medical costs that individuals are having when they use a flexible savings account. So clearly the adoption is continuing to increase. So I want to answer some top level questions that seem to be the most common that we've seen around an FSA. First being, what is it? It's a pre-tax account that you can have, so money taken out of your paycheck monthly before federal, state, and Social Security tax that you can apply to typical out-of-pocket expenses related to medical, dental, and vision. So prescriptions or glasses, the list goes on. You can use it for those purchases. Now, in some cases, you can carry over the funds. Oftentimes that's about $500 amount, but in most cases you need to use those dollars before the year runs out. So making sure that you're aware of your FSA so that you can use it today. The second is, how much do I put towards it? Now, the first way to look at it is be really conscious of your typical expenses. Are you purchasing a lot of medicine prescriptions? Do you often go to CVS and Walgreens to make what seems as out-of-pocket expenses for sunblock even, or things like that? If yes, then you want to be conscious of giving yourself enough dollars to allocate towards it, especially knowing that it's pre-tax. You want to be sure there. If you have an HSA, which we'll talk about, you might have limited use in your FSA. So again, want to be conscious of not over applying there for your FSA. But the big thing to note is it's dollars that you're taking from your paycheck that are applied monthly, but despite them being applied monthly, you could use them all at the beginning of the year if you needed to. So it is pre-enrolled where you have those funds at the start of your benefits year. Third question, how do I use it? Is a common one as well. Historically, it had been a reimbursement program. So you go to CVS and you send your receipt in to the FSA provider, and then they'll write you a check for the amount that you spent there. But we're seeing more commonplace a debit card specifically used for these purchases, one that you can take into the pharmacy and use, or you can even use online if you're purchasing some screen protective glasses. Like Felix Gray is a big company that gives you the ability to use your FSA dollars for those purchases, which is really cool. Walgreens also has a section on their site where you can actually just pick out FSA, what's eligible. You see sunblock, Band-Aids, acne medicine, the list goes on. So if you're conscious and you have dollars that you think you need to spend, go on and check that out. You'd be surprised with the amount of things that you can buy with those dollars. Last question is, how does it compare to an HSA? So if you have a high deductible health plan, chances are you have an HSA with it. So you may be already having a card or an account that you can use those dollars. If you do, your FSA is deemed a limited use FSA. So you can only use it on purchases that are typically out of your medical plan. If you don't have an HSA, then by all means, use it kind of at your discretion for those medical, dental, and vision products that are typically out of pocket. So they can be together, but you might just have limited use with it. And if you go to plansource.com/video library, you can get answers to a lot of these questions, some of the top level questions about your benefits. We try to address as much as we can, but always welcome to hear your feedback. If you've got more questions on your benefits plan or program, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Some exciting webinars coming up tomorrow even is our financial wellness with our partner True Connect. So it's a topic that was big 2 weeks ago in our Weekly Source. We have a webinar for you tomorrow, so make sure that you register. If you miss it, let us know and you can see the recording on our page as well. We also have a webinar tomorrow, the 19th, about how we work with brokers and our partners. Again, reach out if you miss us and want to see that recording. Otherwise, you know how to reach us, and we will see you next week on the Weekly Source. Thanks.